Sanjay Kumar, creator of Growpath and SelectorsHub. Everybody has this question, like why one more Xpath tool? Why we need to have this tool while there are so many other tools already, good tools, good Xpath extensions are there. And in fact, those who are not having, don't use Xpath tools, they have the Chrome dev tools. Then why we need one more tool? Okay, not one region, there are so many regions which has made possible this new reality SelectorsHub. Let me show you how. Rather than theory, I will explain you the practical examples, like why this new tool and why this is going to help you a lot. Imagine like in this 2020 you are writing your code in Notepad, not in IntelliJ or Eclipse or any smart editor, whatever code you are writing. How much time you will be wasting over there, and how much painful it will be to writing code in Notepad. Same thing we are doing with here. So first I will show you with DevTools what we all are going through when we are writing Xpath on DevTools, and then we'll talk about comparison with any other tool. So first, let's say for the DevTools we have to write, and suppose, let me zoom in. Suppose we have to write an Xpath for, let us say, inspect this element, for example. And now we have to write for this element. So what we will do, like we used to do command A here, command F, and then type /A. You see, as soon as we type, it used to go up and down. Then again we have to inspect this element. Okay, here, and here you will copy any of the value. Let's say we want to create with this SelectorsHub text. So here you see we are typing everything, and this is DOM is also scrolling up and down while typing. This space we will have to remove. Still 0 of 0 it is showing. Okay, so again let's inspect that element, and we can, of course, we can use contains text better, right? Like this we are, and it is showing 1 of 3. Okay, so this is the first matching node, and then 2 more there. Now let's say we want to make it unique, and we want to add one more attribute here. So let's say we want to add this relative home, and suppose if this is a long value, we won't be able to, now you won't be able to copy if it is highlighted. You won't be, like I'm double pressing here, but I'm not able to. Let us add rel at the rate rel is equal to home. Okay, so this is how we build it, one. But here you see that every time we have to inspect, like just to write one Xpath, we have to multiple time inspect this element, as well as like when we are typing this, we have to like type whole the value, or else like when we are copying this value, it is really tough to copy such values from the DOM. It becomes really tough when there are long values. Let's see same thing, what good is SelectorsHub doing, and see how less time it will take. So whichever element you have inspected, so this is the inspected element, what you have to type /A, and this, and what you want to add. Let's say we want to add here relative home, you want to add that, you can add, simple. Or just you see how fast it is. There you go. Hardly we would have blinked our eyes, and everything we are getting like smart IntelliJ. You see how fast it is, and it shows you all the possible matching, all the possible functions for this element with their occurrences, like 1 1 1, and then there are more than one matching node if they are, and all the possible, like what is not possible, what is possible, everything it is showing. This is for your learning, and it suggests that these all are Xpath functions, which was never possible here, and we were wasting a lot of time while typing here. So here you got it like smart IntelliJ. Another big reason, there are a lot more regions. Another big reason, it doesn't support, like your DevTools doesn't support shadow DOM elements, SVG elements. SelectorsHub supports all of them here. Like you just open anything here, any element which is SVG element, you have to just inspect, you see IntelliJ ID, immediately it tells you that this is SVG element. But here you see in DevTools you won't be able to know. You won't, in fact, like if you copy this value, what it is giving, that is not correct. You see 0 of 0 it is saying. Well, immediately you start typing here, this gives you such a nice tool, such a time saver for you. Then shadow DOM, like you won't be ever able to verify whether this element is inside shadow DOM immediately just by looking at the element. This will never tell you, and you won't be able to write CSS, verify CSS selector here in DOM. Like this was the element which ID was input, so when we type hashtag input, it should show 1 of 1, right? But it's not showing because DevTools doesn't allow you to verify selectors for shadow DOM elements. While if you open SelectorsHub, immediately you got to know that this is inside shadow DOM, and when you type here hashtag input single, so straightforward you can build it. Okay, so this is where like how fast you can build it. You can learn more about it from SelectorsHub. Like from DevTools you would never be able to learn like what all types of Xpath functions are there. So this is going to help you a lot to learn. Like you see here all the functions like contains, normalizes space. I'm not sure if you were ever aware about these functions, what all possible combinations it is giving, right? So this is going to all make you learning like good in expert and in writing Xpath. And if you want to write CSS selector, you just start typing that format, and you see here all possible combination like dollar, star, cap, everything it suggests. So this is where you will help a lot. It will help you a lot to improve your skills, Xpath and CSS selectors writing skills, and it will improve and it will make you the perfect one. Then more features, like if you do anything wrong in your selectors here in DevTools, you will never be able to know that whether it is wrong Xpath or wrong CSS selector. Let's say you type // here and by mistake you miss something in this and you paste it here. You see it will not show anything, either it will show 0 of 0 or nothing. But same value, if you paste it here, it will tell you what is missing, what is wrong. It let you learn things, what is possible, what is not possible, what is allowed, what is not allowed. Lot of learning. None of the Xpath tool and DevTools will let you know this thing. So this is the very first and the only compiler for Xpath and CSS selectors, which helps you with the proper error message and the correct syntax. Then so this was the quick comparison between DevTools and SelectorsHub. Now coming to any other tool, any Xpath generator tool which gives you auto generated. So almost like 80% people doesn't like to use any Xpath tools which gives you auto generated, because most of the time we have to edit our Xpath or CSS selector to make it stable. And this is the only tool which is going to help you to edit your Xpath and CSS selectors smartly, because here you can do it quickly. It auto suggests everything. It is the only tool which supports shadow DOM. None of the Xpath generator tools support any of the shadow DOM. This is the only tool which gives you the gives the error message. Like it is the only debugger. None of the other Xpath generator does that. This is the only tool which made it possible to write Xpath and CSS selector in less than 5 seconds with its amazing auto suggest features. It is available on all the browsers. It is the most secured plugin. This is the biggest difference between other plugin and this plugin. This is the most secured plugin. If you open any other website, why this is more secure? Let's say you have open linkedin.com. So as soon as you open linkedin.com, whatever plugin you have installed, they have already injected their script in your website, while SelectorsHub has not yet. Like other plugins, any other Xpath plugin, they have already injected their script, while SelectorsHub will inject script only when you will open the open SelectorsHub tab here. Okay, so this is not going to impact your performance of your browser, performance of your website or security. It runs only on your local. It doesn't fetch or save any user data. So this is the most secure plugin. Then it is performance is the best in performance, is the smallest in the size. Like if you compare between this Selectors Hub and other plugins, so it is the smallest in the size. You see 218 KB only, while other will be almost like in double or triple in the size. And a lot more features are there. This is just the 10% of the real Selectors Hub. A lot more coming in the pipeline. And I'm working on this tool, only on this tool full time for community, not working for any company. So I'm here to support you guys. And one more thing I would like to highlight here, that this is going to be super powerful and super helpful for your learning and for your being an expert in Xpath and CSS selectors writing. So with that, thank you so much, and I would really request you, please share it with your network, with the community, so that everybody can get help from this free amazing community product. And would request you, please add your review here, and if you can support, please support by sharing this tool. And if you can donate, I would really appreciate for your support, your contribution. And with that, thank you so much. Please explore here in the website, like Selectors of website, everything is already here. So like all the upcoming events, blogs, tutorials, sponsors, you can check it out here. And if you want to change log, join community, I would request you to, like, I would recommend you to please join the community, so that you will be getting know like what all features are coming, what's happening here in Selectors. So everything is here. Okay, with that, thank you so much, and I would appreciate and hope you got the differences between Selectors Hub and how it is going to make impact in your selectors writing and Xpath writing. And you can subscribe to the channel, this channel, so that you won't miss any upcoming updates or tutorials on Selectors Hub and Xpath learning. Thank you.